Hello again, Elaine Harding with the Austin 48 Hour Film Project, part of the hashtag Texas 48 Strong collaboration with Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio. We are about to meet with teenage filmmaker Phoenix Martin and her father, Chris Martin, of Team Phoenalé. They're returning for their second go-round with the 48 after last year's sci-fi horror genre project here in Austin, Texas. So, let's meet Phoenix and Chris. Welcome, Chris and Phoenix Martin from Team Phoenalé. And thank you for being interviewed and letting our followers get to know you guys. So why don't y'all, first of all, introduce yourselves, and then I'll start asking pertinent questions as I'm pretending like I know what I'm doing here.
Okay. Go ahead, Phoenix.
Okay, so I'm Phoenix, and I'm the producer of a group, and I lead the group, and I starred in our last film as well.
Okay, I'm her dad, Chris. I was enlisted as for a small part in our last film, which was our first one. So that was fun.
Good dad. So tell us about your last experience. You were in the 2019 sci-fi horror 48
Yes.
here in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about that experience.
So for the sci-fi horror one, we ended up picking AI as our topic, and we ended up running out of time to edit, so we turned it in late, which was not the best, but we got it in. So
there you go.
Yeah. It was good to see the completed film, even though it was late. It was definitely good to see that.
Yeah, and for your first time, it's the first time is always a learning experience. So heaven knows the first time that I produced this was a learning experience. So
I bet.
No idea what I was doing. So I understand this year you're planning on trying animation. That sounds exciting.
Yes.
You want to tell us about the programs you're going to use for that? What's your plan?
Yeah, so we're going to use a program called Toon Boom, and we're also planning on using Adobe After Effects for editing as well.
Good plan. I've never heard of Toon Boom. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, Toon Boom, it's Harmony, and so that's actually used, we found out, a lot in the animation industry. So it is a professional tool, and with lots of knobs. So I know that you're still learning, and I'm trying to pick up some things. So you're really good at drawing some characters, and I'm trying to figure out just how to do some simple backgrounds and stuff to help out. But we thought about doing animation because with COVID, it's going to be really hard to get people together. So we thought this would be a good way to do stuff
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So you're going to be doing most of the animation freehand?
Yes.
Wow, I cannot wait to see what you guys produce. We've had some animation before. Usually it's somebody, like, they did some filming or some camera work, and then they kind of put animated effects to it. Last time we had animation, I think it was for the sci-fi project last year, and they did a stop motion animation, which
yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, we saw that one. Yeah.
that takes a lot of patience. I don't think I have the patience for that. So I respect anyone who does that. And I can't draw to save my life. So kudos on being able to draw. So let's see, what else do we have on here? Tell us about some of the cinematic techniques you used last year. You said something about different camera angles and such. What were you trying to achieve with that?
We used different camera angles to show the AI's point of view in our film. And we also had somebody voice the AI afterwards for the lines.
Oh yeah, Liana. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. So let's see, and you're going to be keeping it pretty close to home this time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
that is
be
why.
doing everything from here.
I understand. So you mentioned that you might have some voice actors help out over Zoom.
Yeah, just because we don't want more people here in person.
Right. That seems like a good idea. It seems Zoom has been. I'm still getting used to using Zoom and what all it's capable of. It seems to be a pretty helpful tool for well, for all things COVID, certainly. But I think we're going to see a lot more Zoom effects in filmmaking going on from here on out, even once things return to normal. I think now that people have discovered it, they're not going to go back.
Right, right. I think you're right. I think this view of the video conference, you see it all the time on everything now. Yeah.
Yes. Cool. Well, Phoenix, tell us, how did you get interested in filmmaking?
I took theater in middle school. And I think my parents found out about the 48-hour film project and they brought it up. And I thought, wow, that's such a cool idea to make a film in 48 hours. So we participated in it last year.
Very
had
cool.
a lot of fun.
And do you mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 15.
Wow. That's the kudos. I wish that it had been around when I was your age, because it would have been something I would have really enjoyed. But I had to subsist on community theater. Because video cameras were way outside my allowance. So, what do you hope to accomplish going forward? Are you interested in pursuing this as a career?
Potentially, but maybe the animation route more than actual like filmmaking with like acting in films, just because I like to draw and animate stuff. So
yeah, very cool. Have you ever taken any computer animation classes?
I have not.
I took one in college 10 years ago or so, and I absolutely loved it. It was fascinating to see how you can make an egg walk across the screen without, and like I said, I can't draw for anything, but the computer makes it a lot easier. So that was a lot of fun and kind of eye-opening. Definitely made me appreciate Pixar more.
Oh yeah.
Well, Chris, kudos to you for encouraging your daughter in this area. What do you do on a regular basis? What are your interests?
So I do a little bit of music composing. So and I know in the film that we did, I wanted to do more music, but we just didn't have enough time. But I had a little bit at the for the end credits, about 1 minute of music. So I that's mostly it. I dabble a little bit in video filtering, because I have an engineering degree and spent some time with doing some video designs in the past. So just the technical aspect of it. And of course, like I said, Phoenix enlisted me to do some small acting parts where I tried very hard to remember my lines. Sorry. So that was fun. So and like you said, we've learned a lot making a film, from scratch. It was a long weekend. Let's say that.
I can imagine. Phoenix, what is your favorite film?
I'm not sure, actually.
So what's your favorite genre of films?
I really like horror movies. So.
Excellent.
More than I do. Yeah.
Yeah,
She makes me watch them.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of horror myself. I'm more of a sci-fi geek, but everybody in Austin seems to love horror. So I was very pleased that we got to put the two together last year because that makes everyone happy.
Right. Yeah, there were a lot of horror films.
Yes.
Of course, that was the sci-fi horror
True.
set. That's good.
And I am a big Joss Whedon fan. If Joss Whedon puts out a horror film, I will watch it. Have you ever seen, I don't know if you're old enough really to see Cabin in the Woods, but when you are old enough, it is excellent. It's like a love letter and parody at the same time of the horror genre, all the tropes and everything. Joss Whedon just totally pokes fun at every bit of it. So it's got all the blood and gore and scary stuff, but it's also just hilarious.
Yeah, we watched that.
We did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Okay. That is by far my favorite horror film. So.
Yeah, I could get into that one. Yeah, that one I enjoyed that. That was good with horror and funny. Yeah. Yeah.
I've probably seen Evil Dead 2 more than any other horror film just because I kept being forced to watch it at various parties. I've never seen any of the other Evil Deads, but oh my gosh, how many times have I seen Evil Dead 2? It was very, very popular in college as a drinking game. How many times does Ash hit his head? And but just be careful, Phoenix, when you get to that age. Those kind of games can make you very, very sick. I don't recommend them.
Yeah, just let you know.
So how have y'all been handling the quarantine? I assume, Phoenix, are you going back to school soon, or have you started?
Yeah, school already started up. Everything's digital. I've been on Zoom meetings pretty much every single day. So.
So this is no different than a normal day for you.
Right.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Are you enjoying the format, or do you miss going to the classroom?
I actually like the format just because I can kind of choose when I want to do my work, and the teachers are a lot more accepting if you don't get stuff in on time, just because it's stressful for us. It's new.
That's good. That's, I always figured, I'm one of those that hates homework. My kids, half the time I would do my own kids' homework because otherwise they would be up till like 10, 11 o'clock at night in second grade. And I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. This is not good for their health. So I would just do it for them. They might be sitting next to me, but I'm like, all right, 2 times 4 is 4. You got that right. All right. But I figure if somebody learns it, whatever pace, however it works, if they learn it, they learn it. However long it takes, and whatever technique. So I'm excited to see how this is going to change our normal going forward. I think it would be really good for students to have more options like this. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's are you able to have any kind of social life? Do y'all have a bubble? Are you keeping it pretty close, or?
I know we. Not really going out that much, right? Obviously staying at home. I do know that you're getting on and with your friends every once in a while, right?
Yeah, I call with my friends, chat with them as much as I can.
That's good.
Yeah. But we're not. Otherwise, we're kind of just hanging at the house. So.
Going crazy yet?
Every once in a while, a little stir crazy.
Yeah.
We definitely want some different food every once in a while, which is fine. I don't know. How about you? Do you get out and about?
I've got a couple of very small bubbles that I interact with that are, I know that they're keeping things as safe as humanly possible, and so. But yeah, I mean, I'm spending an awful lot of time at home. I've watched almost every show on Hulu I can possibly think of. I'm now into the British television. And I discovered a new restaurant yesterday. A friend and I decided we were going to kind of break out of our shell and go run some errands together. And so we went to this place called Tarka. It's kind of a fast food Indian.
Yep,
I'd never been there before. So
it's fantastic. Yeah, I love it.
Amazing.
Why'd you have to bring it up? Now I want to go. And I'm not really going out anywhere.
Hello, Grubhub.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, goodness. So, well, is there anything else you'd like to share with our viewers? I think I'm all questioned out.
I don't
Yeah,
have
you don't have
anything.
any?
No.
I guess I don't have anything either.
Yeah. Well, Phoenix, how many of your friends are interested in the arts?
I have a few that are. I know some of my friends last year also participated in the film with me as well. So, yeah.
Very cool. All right. Well, yeah, I think that's about all I've got to ask for now. So thank y'all so much for being a part of this, and I will see you in October.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Stay safe out there. Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a workshop coming up, 48-hour filmmaker workshop with David Avila, who's done like somewhere between 30 and 40 of these now. He's been doing timed filmmaking competitions for well over 10 years. So I think that's coming up on Wednesday, September 8th. So, and I think it's like at 7 p.m. So it should be after school hours. If you're interested, you might be able to pick up some tips and tricks from him. And then we've got another meet and greet on Sunday, not tomorrow, but next Sunday. So
Sunday after. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind, and something to do during to break up the monotony of staying home.
That's right. Yeah. No. We met David on Zoom on one of the other meet and greets. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what tips he has to provide. For sure.
Yeah. I learned a few things watching his stuff, so it's pretty cool. Okay, well, thank you guys so much, and enjoy your weekend.
Thank you. You too.
You too.
Okay, bye.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to know more about the 48-hour film project, follow the links below in the description, and that's how you can find out how to join a team, how to register a team of your own, or how to participate in one of our upcoming virtual events or screenings. If you have any questions for us, or for Team Phoenalé, or for any of our future team interviews, please feel free to post them in the comments, and we will address them as soon as possible. Y'all stay safe out there, and we'll see you on October 2nd. Bye.